Beyond the gates, spoilers tease that Eva drops a half-spoken threat in front of Leslie and the air changes instantly. No warning, no build-up. Just Eva looking straight at the woman who raised her in poison and saying she learned revenge from her and now it is time to use it. And that one sentence hangs there like smoke that will not clear. Leslie does not laugh it off. She does not explode either. She just freezes for a second because the tone in Eva's voice is not dramatic, not childish. It is calm, and that is what makes it worse. Eva does not explain who she wants to hurt. She does not outline a plan. She does not even give a hint. She simply lets the implication sit between them and walks away, leaving Leslie confused, irritated, slightly shaken, though she would never admit it out loud. Leslie hates not knowing things. She's the one who usually pulls the strings in Fairmont Crest, the one who whispers first and smiles later, the one who ruins reputations before breakfast and calls it self-defense by lunch. She has created so many enemies in Fairmont Crest that it is almost impossible to count them all. Neighbors who smile through their teeth, former friends who keep receipts, lovers who learn the hard way that trusting Leslie is a mistake. And yet at this moment she cannot focus on which enemy might be circling her because she convinces herself that Eva is all talk. Leslie does not have time to babysit threats. She is too busy managing her own chaos, too busy making sure her free clinic project gains attention, too busy controlling narratives before they control her. If anything, it should be Eva who worries about Leslie, because historically, it is Leslie who strikes first and leaves damage behind. And still, something about Eva's words scratches at the back of Leslie's mind. Eva has always been the one who pushes back against Leslie's toxic behavior. Eva has been the quiet moral resistance in that house. The daughter who refuses to weaponize secrets, who refuses to humiliate people for sport, that has always made Leslie feel safe in a twisted way because Eva's resistance never turned into retaliation. Eva judged, yes. Eva arged, yes. But Eva did not destroy. So when Eva claims she learned revenge from Leslie, that means she has been watching closely, studying, absorbing tactics. That realization unsettles Leslie more than she wants to admit. The question no one can ignore is simple and heavy. Who is Eva planning to take revenge on? It cannot be random. Eva is not reckless. Even living under the same roof as a manipulative mother, she has always shown restraint. She knows boundaries. She knows how to hold her tongue when it matters. Ted has noticed this too. In fact, Ted once praised Eva openly in front of Kat, telling Kat that she could learn something from her sister's grace, her composure, her ability to navigate complicated emotions without burning the whole room down. That compliment did not sit well with Kat, not at all. Kat heard comparison, not praise. Kat heard competition, not encouragement. If Eva now speaks of revenge, it suggests that someone has crossed a line that she cannot overlook anymore. The most obvious target is Kat. The tension between them has never been subtle. Kat has consistently opposed Eva's presence in Ted's life and in Fairmont Crest. She questions Eva's legitimacy, her motives, her character. She has even gone so far as to speak to Isaiah about Eva, painting her as manipulative, opportunistic, someone who cannot be trusted. Kat's resentment is layered and old. She believes Eva has stolen everything from her, her father's attention, her emotional security, even her sense of being the only daughter. And the wound that never heals is Tomas. Eva sleeping with Tomas was the ultimate betrayal in Kat's eyes. It was not just about a boyfriend. It was about territory, about identity, about humiliation. Kat cannot forgive it. She does not want to forgive it. She sees Eva as an intruder who arrived late yet claimed equal status. Kat has said it clearly more than once. Eva is illegitimate, wild, not deserving of standing beside her as a sister. Those words cut, even if Eva pretends they do not. For a long time, Eva endured Kat's insults quietly. She swallowed the shame, she stepped back during arguments, she chose peace over pride. She did it for Ted. She did not want to cause him pain by escalating the feud between his daughters. When Ted acknowledged Eva publicly as his daughter, giving her the same recognition he gives Kat, Eva felt a fragile joy, like something finally clicking into place. Leslie may not have a formal title or social standing, but Eva had her father's acceptance, and that mattered. But acceptance does not erase hostility. Kat has continued to treat Eva as inferior, as if bloodline is a hierarchy and Eva ranks below. Perhaps that constant erosion has finally worn Eva down. Perhaps the breaking point came when Kat approached Isaiah and fed him distorted stories about Eva's past, about her intentions, about Tomas. Isaiah's opinion matters in this fragile social web, and Kat knows it. If Kat is attempting to isolate Eva socially, to poison relationships one by one, then Eva may see that as a declaration of war. So when Eva says she learned revenge from Leslie, it could be directed squarely at Kat. It could be a warning that she will not stay silent anymore. It could mean that she is done absorbing humiliation to keep the peace. If Kat has indeed crossed the final line by dragging Isaiah into the conflict and spreading misinformation, Eva might decide that confrontation is no longer avoidable. And Eva confronting Kat would not look like Leslie confronting someone. It would be different, colder perhaps, more calculated. That is what makes it intriguing. There is also the matter of Tomas. Eva seeking him out for advice raises questions. On the surface, it might seem innocent. Maybe she needs guidance about the free clinic Leslie just established. Maybe Tomas has experience or insight that could help with management decisions. But Kat will not see it that way. Kat will see proximity, intimacy, history repeating itself. If Eva collaborates with Tomas professionally, especially on something as visible as the clinic, Kat will feel threatened again. The clinic is not just a charitable project. It is a symbol of influence in Fairmont Crest. Whoever controls it controls perception. If Eva becomes visibly involved in its management, she gains social capital, something Kat guards fiercely. Imagine Kat discovering that Eva and Tomas have been meeting, discussing strategies, possibly restructuring parts of the clinic's operations. Kat will not interpret it as professional growth. She will interpret it as betrayal layered on top of betrayal. And this could be the spark that ignites the long-awaited explosion between the sisters. For years, their rivalry has simmered under the surface, punctuated by sharp comments and icy stares. Now it threatens to erupt fully. Leslie, ironically, might not even realize she has set this in motion. By modeling manipulation and retaliation, she has taught Eva the mechanics of revenge without intending to be the target. Or maybe she is the target. That possibility lingers too. What if Eva's statement is not about Kat at all? What if it is about Leslie herself? After all, Eva has endured years of toxic guidance, watching her mother sabotage others, twist truths, create enemies everywhere she goes. Perhaps Eva has reached a point where she wants to break that cycle by confronting its source. Saying she learned revenge from Leslie could be both accusation and threat. Yet at the moment, Leslie dismisses the danger. She convinces herself that Eva is too principled to act ruthlessly. She returns to her schemes in Fairmont Crest, to smoothing over tensions she created, to expanding the clinic's visibility. She believes she still controls the board. That overconfidence may be her blind spot. Kat, on the other hand, is hyper-aware of shifts in power. If she senses Eva gaining ground, whether through Ted's approval, Tomas's collaboration, or social alliances, she will respond aggressively. Kat does not like feeling replaced. She does not like sharing attention. If she learns that Eva has been meeting Tomas under the pretext of clinic management, she will confront her, and not gently. The confrontation could be public, messy, impossible to contain. Words will fly, old grievances will resurface, secrets may slip out in the heat of anger. And Eva, this time, may not retreat. This time she may hold her ground. She may remind Kat that she tolerated insults for too long, that she stayed silent for Ted's sake, that she has every right to exist in that family. If revenge is indeed her new strategy, it may not look like sabotage, but like exposure. She might expose Kat's manipulations to Isaiah. She might reveal truths about Tomas that Kat would rather keep hidden. She might even leverage the clinic as a platform to strengthen her own reputation while subtly undermining Kat's. The dynamic in Fairmont Crest is delicate. One shift creates ripples everywhere. Leslie has many enemies already, so if Eva chooses to play the same game, the battlefield becomes crowded. Allies will be forced to choose sides. Ted will be caught in the middle, torn between daughters, struggling to maintain peace while realizing that peace may no longer be possible. The most compelling tension lies in Eva's transformation. She has always been the reasonable one, the measured voice. If she steps into the arena with the intention to retaliate, that signals a profound change. It suggests that patience has limits. It suggests that being the good sister did not protect her. And once someone who has endured quietly decides to fight back, the impact is often stronger than expected. So the stage is set for a clash that feels inevitable. Eva's cryptic declaration has planted fear in Leslie and suspicion in Kat. Tomas's involvement adds fuel. Isaiah's perception hangs in the balance. The free clinic stands as both opportunity and weapon. And Fairmont Crest, already fractured by Leslie's history of troublemaking, may not withstand another internal war without permanent damage. The next moves will determine whether this becomes a calculated revenge story or a full-scale family implosion where no one walks away untouched.